Art Foster and I were asked to innovate the INGEVITY lead from the beginning.
The project started in January of 2008.
Art was brought in to represent the design. I was brought in to represent the process.
We hadn't introduced a new lead of this type in well over 10 years.
We were kind of cut loose and allowed the freedom to innovate.
Because of the MRI becoming more important, we needed to have a product that could be a standard for 15 or 20 years into the future.
We felt that the way that leads have been built for the past 20, 30 years wasn't cutting it anymore.
INGEVITY was a plain piece of paper design. With INGEVITY, we took a different tack than we've taken with any other lead in my experience.
It was understood that if you had a design that worked, it wasn't enough. It had to be a design that worked and was manufacturable.
Usually we had needs from each that were sort of pulling in opposite directions. So we'd have to come together and come up with a way to figure out a solution that worked for everyone.
People were very successful in doing that on this team.
So together, we would come up with new and innovative ideas.
Where INGEVITY is different is if you look a little bit deeper.
We've got a new way of sealing blood from getting in the lead.
We've designed probably the best coils ever seen in industry for fatigue fracture resistance.
You have much easier to read lettering on the terminal.
We've got a new mechanism for allowing the helix to come out.
So we have multiple layers, redundant layers of insulation.
So that's reflected in the large number of patents because there's so much new technology going into the lead.
INGEVITY is uniquely different from other lead designs that are out there. And in keeping with that theme, we have a very unique manufacturing process.
Technology today allows us to integrate a computer into every single process.
All of the ways that we're machining the components are so much more controlled, and we can do a lot more with the small geometry.
With INGEVITY being one of the smallest leads on the market, we had to take tolerances that existed in previous generations of the leads and eliminate them. We don't handcraft leads anymore. We build leads with high technology, with processes that we know will produce the exact same lead every time.
We had a really comprehensive test program. We ran 2,000 leads through the program, which is an incredibly large number.
These tests prove the reliability of the lead to a statistical level I've never seen before in my career. We used to sort of feel a lead to make sure it's smooth. Now we have a robot that'll scan the entire lead, and we know if there's any bumps or imperfections on the surface. For weld verification, we have robotic cameras that come in, verify that the welds are done correctly and they're in the right spot. So all of these things add up to a process that's as different as the lead is.
I was at the first clinical implant, and the physician said that, it's a very good lead. He liked it. We completed the case. The next patient that came in, he immediately requested that we implant the other 2 INGEVITY leads that we had brought in.
People really like the way INGEVITY feels and the way it handles and its ease of positioning.
We designed a trial that could give a much higher degree of confidence of the safety and effectiveness of our lead at the time of launch. We, as of now, have over 2,000 leads that we've been studying. The results not only look really good, but they look really good in a huge amount of data. When we show these results to physicians, I think they will know beyond a shadow of a doubt that we took the safety and effectiveness of this lead very seriously. That was the primary goal of this study, and they'll be able to look at that data and realize the huge volume of data and the depth of that data to be able to really understand that they can draw their own conclusions from that, and they don't need to make their own projections on how this thing will perform because we have the data sitting right there for them to look at.
If I needed a Brady lead, I would get INGEVITY, without a doubt. I've seen all the reliability data, I've seen the tests running, I've seen us put the leads together. I know the people building the lead and monitoring the quality, seen clinical leads implanted and seen all the clinical data, and I have great confidence in this lead.
INGEVITY to me represents a great team of people here at Boston Scientific.
Since Art and I developed a lot of these things together, it's been hundreds of people, if not thousands of people that have been involved in this project, and just knowing that all kind of started as a seed with us was pretty satisfying.